Ever wondered what it took to become a Spartan warrior? It started at age 7, not with toys, but with a tearful goodbye. This was the beginning of the Agoge, Sparta's legendary and brutal training system. Young boys were taken from their families and thrown into a world of hardship. They were given just one cloak, no shoes, and barely enough food to survive, forcing them to learn how to steal just to eat. But if they were caught, the punishment was severe. Their days were filled with relentless training. They learned to fight, to hunt, and to endure pain without flinching. Ritual beatings and constant brawls were designed to weed out the weak and forge the strong. This wasn't just education, it was a crucible. Through years of suffering and discipline, these boys were transformed from children into the most feared soldiers of the ancient world, the hoplites of Sparta. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more history. Ever wondered what it took to become a Spartan warrior? It all started at the tender age of 7. Imagine being a small boy, torn away from your mother's embrace, and thrust into the Agoge, a brutal state-run training program designed to forge the world's most feared soldiers. This wasn't school as we know it. This was a crucible of hardship. From day one, life was a constant struggle for survival. You'd be given just one cloak to wear for the entire year, no shoes, and barely enough food to quiet the gnawing hunger in your stomach. Sleep wasn't in a warm bed, but on a rough bed of reeds you had to gather yourself, often in the freezing cold. Every day was a relentless cycle of training. You learned to run, jump, and throw the javelin, but also to endure immense pain without flinching. Pain was a constant companion. Boys were encouraged to fight each other to establish dominance. Ritual beatings were a public spectacle, a test to see who could withstand the most punishment without a single cry. Hunger was a weapon, used to sharpen your cunning. You were taught to steal food, but the real test was not getting caught. If you were, the punishment wasn't for stealing, but for your lack of skill in doing so. It was a cruel, unforgiving lesson in stealth and resourcefulness. Through years of this relentless conditioning, a boy was systematically broken down and rebuilt. The soft child disappeared, replaced by a hardened adolescent, his body scarred, but his spirit unbreakable. By the time he reached manhood, he was no longer just a man. He was a living weapon, clad in bronze armor, holding his spear and shield. He was a perfect cog in the deadly Spartan phalanx. He had survived the Agoge and emerged as one of history's most elite warriors, ready to live and die for Sparta. This was the price of being a Spartan, a lifetime of discipline and pain for a singular purpose, to be the unbreakable shield of their city. What do you think? Could you have survived the Agoge? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into history.